Good evening. Welcome, family, friends, colleagues, and distinguished guests. We are here today to honor the accomplishments of Navy Region Mid-Atlantic Fire Academy 22-1 graduation. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I would like to thank District 1, 2, and 3 for their assistance and support. They provide instructors, equipment, apparatus, and supplies required for a successful academy. Without their help, we wouldn't be able to be here today. So thank you. I would also like to thank Captain Baker and Firefighter Harrison for volunteering to instruct the academy. For every long day the students had, the instructors were there a little earlier and a little later every day. So thank you. The reason we are here today is to celebrate the accomplishments of these 7 recruits as they transition into becoming firefighters. They may have been given a job offer and hired 13 weeks ago, but they were just starting their journey. Today, they have completed that journey and earned the right to be called a firefighter. Over the past 13 weeks, they've had to work extremely hard academically and physically, day in and day out, to get where they are today. They have made a short video and would like to share it with you to show some of the training they've accomplished over the last 13 weeks. Thank you, Firefighter Harrison, for putting that together. Please welcome distinguished guest speaker, Technical Services Division Chief, Monty Williford.
Good evening. I had an opportunity to be able to speak to the awards presentation group, and there's a couple of my points I used there. So if anybody is here tonight and was there at the same, you might hear a couple things the same, so I apologize, but they were important points to cover both nights. So I want to start off by the 7 of you saying congratulations to each of you for completing your firefighter recruit training. You completed 13 weeks of technical training that included hazardous materials awareness, hazardous materials operations, firefighter 1 and firefighter 2. In addition to recognizing you, I also want to recognize your friends and your family who supported you while you attended the Fire Academy. I'm sure that your success is linked in many ways to their love and support, so let's give them a round of applause. I want you to look at your ceremony tonight not as a graduation, but as a commencement. The difference being a graduation celebrates program completion, whereas a commencement celebrates a new beginning. Tonight is your new beginning. Recruit training is over, and now's the time to begin your fire service career. You and your classmates will be split up and assigned to different fire stations and different shifts throughout the region. So tonight, I want to provide you with 5 tips to help you become successful during your future journey as fire service professionals. Tip number 1, reporting to your first station. On your first day in your newly assigned station, you will immediately come under scrutiny by the senior members and the officers at that station. They say what happens in the first 20 minutes of a working fire determine what happens over the next 2 hours. And this philosophy is similar to your first day at the fire station. You only get one chance to make a great first impression, and first impressions take much longer to change than create. Remember, arriving early is on time, and arriving on time is late. Make a list of everything that you are required to bring and check it twice. Before leaving tonight, make sure you know everything that you will need for your first shift. Some of those items might be athletic gear, money, there is a food fund, food, a pillow, bed linen, a blanket, toiletries, extra uniform, extra socks and shoes, down to a change of underwear and a pillow. If it's not been issued on your first day, ask to be issued a raincoat. Nobody likes to work soaking wet. Bring a notebook and a pen with you and write down all the important information that is relayed to you. Never go to any training class or any official meeting without pen and paper. Listen and watch. You have 2 ears, 2 eyes, and 1 mouth. Watch and listen twice as much as you talk. And when you use your time to talk, use it to ask questions and get to know the new members of your team. Your shift will be composed of a melting pot of different individuals, some like you and some not. Some may think like you, some may not. Some may look like you, some may not. Be open to the differences and learn from all of them. Tip number 2, work hard but have fun. You have chosen the best career in the world and a very noble profession. There is no higher calling than to risk your life for people that you do not know or who do not know your name or appreciate the risk that you take. Embrace the job, enjoy it, and have fun. If you truly love your job, you'll never have to get up another day to go to work for the rest of your life. Helping those in need and saving lives and property can be extremely rewarding. Some emergency calls may give you a sense of accomplishment, and some, by their very nature, may give you an adrenaline rush. But there's no greater feeling of camaraderie than found in the firehouse. Tip number 3, excel, excel, excel. Excel in the 3 great pillars of self-initiative, teamwork, and attention to detail. Excel in servant leadership by always putting others before yourself. Always give 150% in everything you do. Strive for perfection. As humans, we will never achieve it, but when we fail and find ourselves landing at a level of excellence, well, excellence, that's not a bad place to be. Remember, there's no place for mediocrity in the fire service. Protecting your life, the lives of citizens, and the lives of other firefighters demands superior performance. And superior performance does not happen by accident. It requires preparation, and preparation equals performance. Continue your training throughout your entire career. Train to become a recognized and skilled firefighter with the ultimate goal of becoming the consummate professional, a master craftsman of your trade. Earn the reputation of becoming a lifelong learner and earn the respect of your peers by knowing your job and always doing your job. It's that easy. When Mr. and Ms. Smith calls on the worst day of their life, it's your responsibility to take care of them, no matter the weather, the complexity of the incident, or the time allotted to make the difference. They don't get a chance to Google to determine who to call. They don't get to pick the installation, the station, or the shift. They get the closest available apparatus, which may be staffed by you. Keep yourself in excellent physical shape. Focus on both aerobic and strength training. In my career, I thought it was all about aerobic training. And at 63, I find out if I had done a lot more strength training, I'd be better off today. So take that from me. Both are important. Your physical condition may be the difference between saving your own life or someone else's. Tip number 4, communicate openly with your family. Each of you has chosen to be a firefighter. You have received excellent training, you have been taught about risks and how to mitigate them, and you have been provided with excellent personal protective equipment. When you leave tonight, you will inherit the title of firefighter. Your family will also inherit new titles. Firefighter's wife, firefighter's mom, firefighter's dad, and so on. Most of your family members will not understand the dangers, the rewards, the pleasures, or the horrors that you might experience. Neither did they choose their new title. You did. Be open and communicate with them during good times and bad times. Don't keep them in the dark. If you are experiencing problems, be open with them. They are your support mechanism they are your support mechanism. Be open with them and be open to mental and emotional health assistance. Never be afraid to ask help if it's needed. Tip number 5, ensure your financial success. Prepare for your and your family's future. I've been in the fire service since 1977, and no captain or chief fire officer ever counseled me or mentored me on financial planning. No one advised me to enroll in a secondary retirement plan. Human Resources provided me with some informational pamphlets, but I did not initially realize that I needed to save more because I knew I was going to receive a government pension. Initially, I did not understand how important it was to save and how much my investment could grow over the length of an entire career. Match the maximum allowed in your thrift savings plan. It's free money. Also, put in as much as possible above that match. If you can put aside 10%, do it. If you can only contribute 5%, do it. Don't just listen to me. Seek out professional financial advice to determine what's best for you and your family. Lastly, do not use overtime as a permanent income source. Although there's a lot of it, never use it as a permanent income source. Use it as secondary income and do not use it as an excuse to overspend. Don't go out and buy a new car or truck or a new boat with overtime earnings. Spend within your means and save for the future. You never know what the future may bring. In closing, I'm honored to have been chosen as your guest speaker tonight and for the opportunity to be with you. Serve the Navy with pride, professionalism, respect, integrity, dedication, and excellence. You have selected a very demanding career. If it was easy, everyone would do it, and nothing easy was ever worth celebrating. I wish each of you the best in your future careers and wish each of you good luck and success in your chosen career as Navy firefighters.
Thank you, Chief. Please welcome distinguished guest speaker, Fire Chief Kevin Janey.
I like to come to these things because somebody always calls me distinguished. I don't get that a lot back at the office. So my remarks are going to be pretty brief. Just want to welcome everybody, our graduates, friends and family, and other guests, and our employees. If the ceremony scheduling seems a bit seat of our pants, that's because it was. When this academy started, we didn't think we would have a public graduation. So I'm just glad to see everybody here in person, especially our graduates. So most of our graduates have probably already heard this part of my spiel. They probably don't remember it because they got it the first day they walked in the door, and they've been drinking out of the fire hose, so to speak, for the past 3 or 4 months. But I think it's worth repeating so that the spouses and parents and friends can hear it, so you know just how important these young men are to the Navy now, and you can get an idea of what you're in for. Family and friends matter, and they hold us up and support us in our work. Of the more than 2.1 million federal civil service employees, only a few thousand are government firefighters. An even smaller fraction of that number protects the defense assets and personnel of the Navy and Marine Corps. There are only about 3,000 of us worldwide. So that's a tiny percentage of federal employees. So we're a pretty unique and specialized group. Your city or county fire department, whether they're paid or whether they're volunteer or a combination, the fire department does what it does for a number of reasons. Number one, the taxpayers expect it, and they have demands on their local government. Number two, your local government would have great difficulty with economic development and recruiting business and industry to your community without adequate fire protection. And number three, the insurance service offices rates your community and establishes your insurance rates based on the fire protection in your community. In the Navy, we perform the same role as the municipal fire department, but for a slightly different reason, to project naval power and to protect the homeland. Now, when I say project naval power, we're not exactly on the tip of the spear. We're more toward the bottom of the handle. But it's an important position and an important support resource for the Navy. Ships and aircraft can't deploy if they're not maintained in hangars and on piers, and if their crews are not trained in schoolhouses and specialized facilities, and if their weapons are not built, repaired, stored, and protected. Sailors and Marines can't focus on their mission when they're away if all they can do is worry about who's taking care of their family in government housing back home and in the community. Not only will you be protecting critical national defense assets like facilities and ships and planes, we protect the most critical national defense asset, which is sailors and Marines and their family members and civilian employees. So I'm nearing the sunset of my career. It was the same month, May, about 27 or 28 years ago, and I attended the same dilapidated training center that you did. It was not quite as dilapidated back then as it is now, but I'm always thrilled to be able to welcome a new group of employees at the very beginning of their careers. So graduates, it's a really, really great career. It is a calling, and we don't hire just anybody in the first place. So congratulations on your accomplishment. And in closing, yeah, you'll have routine responses in the core work of being a firefighter and EMT. You'll stand watches on field crew on the airfield. You'll go to an alarming number of nuisance automatic fire alarms. But one of the great things about this job is the opportunity to find something that really calls you within the fire department and be able to specialize. That might be becoming a paramedic, technical rescue, hazardous materials, shipboard firefighting, or many other specialties. You'll also pick up a collateral duty or so, or 3 or 4. Some of them you might volunteer for, some of them you might be voluntold for. The fire department really survives on its collateral duties, and that's another opportunity to learn and find something that you like and specialize in. You could be a peer fitness trainer, a peer support counselor. You could be the breathing air and mask technician, the apparatus maintenance guru, the supply person who does our purchasing, the personal protective equipment specialist. It goes on and on and on. These are just a very few of those opportunities. There is always a lot to do. So you have your whole career in front of you with endless opportunities. Make the most of it. And again, congratulations.
Thank you, Chief. Please welcome to the stage Captain Jesse Baker and Firefighter Alexander Harrison for the presentation ceremony. Firefighter Michael Castello.
Yay, hitman, let's go.
Firefighter Connor Kellogg. Firefighter Cody Kellogg.
KK, let's go.
Firefighter Shane Davis.
Yay, little David, let's go. Hey, so cool. Hey, is that cool?
Firefighter Colton Dick.
Go Colton James.
Firefighter Taylor Harrington. Firefighter Andrew Murphy.
Yay, Jersey Shore, let's go. Jim Tan Laundry, let's go. Jim Tan Laundry. Jim Tan Laundry, let's go.
Please welcome Colton Dick, class valedictorian.
All right, bud.
Good evening. On behalf of Navy Region Mid-Atlantic Fire Academy Class 22-1, I'd like to welcome and thank all of our friends, family, and special guests that came out to join us tonight for our graduation. The last 13 weeks have been nothing short of demanding. It has been quite the experience with many ups, downs, and challenges along the way. We were pushed to our limits and put in situations that we had not been put in before, but were able to work together and overcome these tasks as a team. Throughout the academy, it was forced on us to communicate and work together with one another, and we were eventually able to understand why, as tasks were able to operate smoothly and goals were met more proficiently. Before all of this, I served in the infantry in the United States Army, and many of the things I was taught have correlated over to this field of work, things in which I loved and missed. Throughout our struggles together, I have again begun to form bonds with these guys that will last a lifetime. I have noticed the passion in each and every one of them, as well as in the firefighters that took the time out to come and teach us. Our instructors, Captain Baker and Firefighter Harrison, instilled in us how important it is to know the job and to never stop learning the profession. They put forth their time and effort to show us the fundamentals on which we need to grow upon. We are all grateful for this opportunity and look forward to our careers ahead. As of now, Class 22-1, we did it. Thank you for everything, and celebrate.
Please welcome for closing remarks, Academy Lead Instructor, Captain Jesse Baker.
G-rated, Chief, I got you. It's been an honor and a privilege. So good evening. Thank you for coming out. I'm Captain Baker. I was the lead instructor in this academy. It's a fun time. So thank you for your time and coming out. I would like to take a few minutes to give some thanks to some people. Chief Allman, thank you for believing in me and giving me opportunity to instruct this group of recruits for the Fire Academy. I appreciate you believing in me. I know I can be a bit of a wild card, so thank you. You have shown me through your leadership how to conduct an academy administratively, professionally, and physically. So thank you for your guidance and support and all that you do. It's appreciated. I'd like to take a moment to thank firefighter and instructor Alex Harrison for your endless dedication. You spent a lot of time instructing and doing hands-on training with the recruit class. Harrison was the driving force during our academy. Harrison handled almost all the education portion for a good bit of the hands-on. There were a lot of long days at the academy, long days. So appreciate that. He spent a lot of time. He drove a long way from Carolina to come up every day, and he stayed long, and he didn't get home till late. So I appreciate your time and effort on that. The guy was always first to arrive, first to leave. Never the first to leave, last to leave. I lost my place. Hold on a second. Okay. So Harrison made sure we were doing procedures and evolutions the right way, by the book. You can always fall back on your basics. Taking the time to make sure the recruits understood and could perform properly. Thank you. for your dedication, passion for our job. It's noted and admired. Special thanks to Nick, he's here, firefighter Nick LaCourriere. Nick spent his personal time helping us PT. You saw in some of the videos. He helped us at least once a week. Thank you for your coordinating with Takeover Athletics and conducting PT safely and correctly. I especially appreciate your assistance in putting workouts together for us, so thank you, Nick. I appreciate you. I'd also like to give a special thanks to guest instructors, Firefighter Florio, Lieutenant Amore, Firefighter Kepke, Firefighter Chapman, Captain Sergi from Norfolk Fire came out and talked to us. I'd also like to thank the training staff that helped us conduct practicals and burns, Chief Rose, Chief Woods, and Chief Doherty. All right, to my Southside Misfits, you did it. Congratulations. This last 3.5 months, we've really challenged you mentally and physically. Seriously, we put you through the ringer. Against all odds, learning something along the way. I believe the group are probably some of the best trained recruits we've had in the last several years. Sorry, Eric. I don't say that lightly. I'm super proud of you, of your endless drive and eagerness to learn. I appreciate your willingness not to quit. That's important. We definitely made this academy very difficult. I believe you can handle, I'll see you outside. I believe we can handle all situations we've put you into going forward. You'll be ready. We prepared you for combat. I'm proud of what you've done and accomplished. It's been a privilege to be part of your academy and train you. I look forward to seeing what you do in the near future. We've passed the torch now. Carry the torch. This is just the beginning. Chief Williford said that earlier. We have just scratched the surface of your fire career. Let that flame still drive you to learn and do more in our job. There are going to be ups and downs. There are going to be good times and disappointments. Don't let the bad times be the determining factor of your career. Keep going. Keep moving forward like you did in PT. Keep moving forward like you did during our mini Hell Week. Keep moving forward. Let your eagerness and willingness be your driving factor that helps light the fire under another firefighter. Be a motivator. Remember that you are the future. We invested our time and effort into you. I hope you showed that you're important. And I'm letting you know you're important. I appreciate all that those who have helped us, our crews, I didn't mention you, all those that helped us get us to the point, helped me get to the point I carried the torch. Now it's your time to carry the torch. Bravo Zulu, Southside Misfits. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Captain Baker. That's it. Congratulations, Academy Class 22-1. Big round of applause for them. Please join us for cookie cake. Sam's Club's going through hard times. There's no cake. And refreshments in the foyer. Thank you.